Good afternoon. I hope you're having a great day. This is like a third take, and normally I just do it on the first take, but there's some awkward pauses at the beginning that I was just trying to think like a story to tell, but really don't have much. Didn't really do anything too exciting over the weekend. I did go crop searching for agronomy class. So I was kind of driving all over. Started going southwest. So I knew some students said they had some crop land over there that I could go steal some. I needed some ears of corn and some soybeans and some whole stalks of plants of corn, and then just collecting some different soils. But I also need a sunflower. And so that was my biggest thing, is that earlier during the summer, I kind of go look for these fields. And there's not much for sunflower fields over here this year. Usually there's one or two that's kind of close. I mean, by close, within 20 miles or so. But yeah, so I spent about 2 hours on Sunday morning, afternoon. I guess it kind of carried over into the afternoon, looking for a sunflower field. Yeah, I found one on that road that takes you like to Nome. Yeah, I found one. It was like in between. No, it wasn't. It was like in between Fingal and the interstate. So it probably was 20 miles. So found some sunflower field. I just needed a head. I think sometimes kids don't. They've ever really seen, like they've seen sunflowers, the ones that get planted in gardens. They're kind of different than the sunflowers that see in the field, and sometimes kids don't realize that there are sunflowers for oil, and then there's sunflowers that we eat. And so I have found some that the kids eat, so we call those confection sunflowers, and some people call them non-oils. So there's non-oils, oils. I guess I call them confection. So, but anyways, this video is for both Marty, who's doing livestock, and Levi, John, Chase, Stephen, and this video is for both because we are going to do something with those hanger ideas that we have. I had you make, so you're going to do one of them. So normally when we do these are kind of like if I go away for the weekend and I try to prep Thursday, Friday after school for Monday. And sometimes if I have to leave early, this is like my guarantee activity where I don't have to worry about prepping so much, because especially if I go to my parents, it's a 6-hour drive, and so this way I don't have to prep so much. And then these will also be done on days. There will be days here where we have early outs. There's one coming up in a couple weeks, an early out. So we go through the whole school day, like in the morning. So kids come for a half hour and then go back, because early outs, kids are usually done around noon, 1 to 12:30, somewhere around there. So kind of keeping that. Plus, at the same time, with agriculture education, we are encouraged, and I really like to do it, is to explore different careers. I still get it that I'm only teaching kids to become farmers, and it's not even close to what I do. And sometimes I even tell kids, even I growing up on the little dinky farm that we had, we weren't even considered farmers because, that we had, a handful of livestock. We had, 5 to 10 cows, 5 to 10 sheep. That's all we had. We didn't have cropland. We bought all of our stuff. So we have to think of that way. So I want you to explore some careers other than kind of what you know. So what I'm gonna have you do here is, and now there's no internet, so I have no idea when this video is going to be posted. I came up yesterday to do all this stuff, and there was no internet. I was gonna post it, get it done, but no, there's still no internet. So gonna have to explain it, and I hope you guys get it. So, so what you're gonna do here is, and I'll write this up in the email too. So I'm gonna move you guys here. Here we go. So I'm going to include a website that I use, and I'm going to have to get one of these things. Excuse me. I'm standing on a chair getting a hanger down. Ah, crap. So I think I wrecked the hanger, that thing that hangs in the ceiling. So you're just going to take one of these. So I would just use this one. Okay. And then we're going to go from there. So what I have done here on the website that I've given you, there are categories. There's like animals, there's plants, there's agriculture mechanics, there's food science, there's natural resource, I think there's ag business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 8 different categories. I'm not quite sure without it being without me not having the internet in front of me. So so what I have done here is I've given you a major category. So for example, like Marty, you're going to do animal science. Riley, you're going to pick a career in food science. John, you're going to pick something in plant science. Stephen, agriculture mechanics. And Levi, natural resources. It might even be called wildlife. So somewhere along that lines, you're going to pick something. So you're going to click on there. It's going to give you a ton of different careers that fall under that category. And I want you to pick one. And you're going to write about it. And you're going to notice I have 8th grade does something similar, but I print theirs off. So I have a printed version. Like I literally just printed the career in that website. So for example, this is equipment, agriculture. This is sales representative. This is agriculture and equipment systems. So this one probably fell into 2 categories. This probably fell into agribusiness. And this one probably also falls under ag mechanics. And so when you're looking at the website, so you're going to click on here. And if you look at your hanger, hang on for a second. I have one, just a single one, so I don't have to deal with the hanger. Plus, we have to create a bunch of these. A bunch of kids from Valley City added into classes like on Thursday and today. Valley City kids can still add and drop classes, so it's getting kind of ridiculous. So, like some kids are a week and a half behind on school because they're adding in still. I don't get it. So you have this here. So up here would say the career name. So you would put the career name, a short description of that career, and that's also, on 8th grade, they're just going to look what's right here. Okay. Responsibilities. As you can see, there's a trend coming here. Responsibilities. There's a whole section with responsibilities. Pick 3 to 4 to put into that category right there. All right, high school courses. Look at that. It's right there. You just fill it in. Education and required. What kind of education do you need? What kind of training do you need to go into that career? That's right there. Job market. Now, yours will be easier to see because it should be like on the right side of the screen. It just says job market. It usually says fair. What does it usually say? Fair, good, excellent. And then there's like this little blue dot. It would look something. It's not going to look like this at all because this is a little different. Like 8th graders have to look for the gap. As you can see, for this particular career, the job market is good. There will be some that are fair in the sense of, you know, there's already a lot of people in that job. And so there might not be a whole lot of opportunities there. And then there are some jobs that no one's going into, and so the job opportunity would be excellent. So it should give you the salary and then your typical employers. So as you can see, the headings on the sheet match the headings on the card so that you can do the activity. Now, when you are looking at these, stay away from some jobs that I don't want to hear about. Okay, CEOs. I think all of them have CEOs. Lab technician, administrative assistant. Pick a career. I mean, those are important careers, but they're just telling you a general idea of what that, you know, those aren't really specific to, because they don't talk specifically about that career. It just talks about what a CEO does, you know, CEO does for any, but I want you to actually go and look for, so if you're looking, Marty, under animal science, I want you to find livestock hauler. That's specific to animals. There's auctioneer. It might even be a livestock auctioneer. I'm not even quite sure. There's an animal nutritionist. There's a ranch handler. Specific to that. Don't pick CEO, because honestly, if you click on all the CEOs in all of the categories, it's the same. They've just copied it to each of the categories. So keep that in mind. Be specific. So that's what I do when I have the kids do that, is that they don't get just a pick seat, because I want you to learn a specific career in this industry of the agriculture. So when you are done with it, fill it out, snap a photo of it and send it to me, text message, email, whatever you want. Text message seems to work easier. So this way I get it right away and then I just mark it down. I have this is how I keep track of stuff here. I don't necessarily grade every day. So it's got 4 different power schools sometimes to go into, and I might do like one school. But anyways, I hope you continue to have a great Tuesday. I'm checking, see if I can come over on Friday. So those of you that are in sports, football, if you are leaving early, please let me know so that I can change it up. Keep something in mind when I come over there, the activity that we do might not necessarily match the topics we are covering in our lecture type thing or doing in the classroom. This first one, Marty, you did it last year. Remember when we went out to Clay's farm and we did some pre-yielding? That's what I want to do with this one. And I'll come for the afternoon, so I'll come for 5th hour. I'll stay for 6th hour, and then I'll do 7th hour. Okay? I think that would be easier. What I need you guys to find me is a corn or soybean field, or one of both, but that's close to town, because I can only take you out for your class period. So I don't want to spend 35 minutes driving. We wouldn't make it back in 35, If we can find a field 5 minutes from the school that you guys know the farmer and ask permission, that'd be great. It can be a soybean field, it can be a cornfield. You can find 2, and it doesn't matter. If it's 2 soybean fields, we just do the soybean activity. If it's 2 cornfields, we'll just do the cornfield activity. If it's a soybean and a corn, we'll do one of both so that we get there. Otherwise, maybe I'll ask Clay if they have one close to town so that we can get there. So if you can't find one, let me know. I'll talk to Clay, see if he has one that we can use. But other than that, we'll see you tomorrow in a video.